Now, between them, James Morgan and his wife Juliette Pochin have a huge range of musical talents. They've composed and produced albums with classical stars like Alfie Boe and Katherine Jenkins, and their music has provided the soundtrack to a number of TV comedies.
12 months ago, at the age of just 42, James was diagnosed with young-onset Parkinson's disease. He was terrified the music industry would turn its back on the couple. Instead, they are receiving overwhelming support and they're raising money for research into the condition. Morning, both. Thank you very much for joining us. James, when did you first realise that something was amiss?
I guess it's about 18 months ago, 2 years ago, something like that. I got pins and needles up and down my arm. So it was like I was kind of sleeping on it, funny, for a long period of time, and didn't do anything about it, being a bloke. And then went to Denmark. I conduct a big TV show in Denmark, and the camera panned onto my left arm while I was conducting, and it started to flap, kind of slightly uncontrollably, which kind of brought me up short a little bit. So I actually went to the GP, and it all went on from there.
And particularly stressful situations?
Stress and cold. So,
cold.
you know, I'd like to live in LA, I think, now, frankly.
Yeah.
Juliette, that must have been quite as... I mean, you presumably knew something was up. Quite a diagnosis when you hear it, is it?
It's a huge shock when you hear it. I mean, we realised that they were taking it very seriously, of lots of MRIs, lots of tests. So it was obviously, there was something going on, but you weren't prepared for something like Parkinson's. I thought it was far too young. I didn't think young people got it. So, yeah, it was...
Do we know how many younger people do get it?
It's 1 in 20 of cases that are diagnosed are younger people, people under the age of 40, and 1 person every hour, listen to me, 1 person every hour is diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So you want to do something about it, and you're organising, there's an event being organised in June, is that right? Tell
June
us
the 4th?
what's going to happen.
June the 4th, the Royal Albert Hall. I kept the Parkinson's secret for about a year because I wasn't quite sure how people would feel about me having Parkinson's, and then I thought, to hell with it, let's get on with it. And we decided to book the Albert Hall in association with Parkinson's UK, and we're doing Symfunny, get it? A night of music and comedy with Alfie Boe, Armstrong and Miller,
Jason Manford, we've got Rebecca Ferguson,
Julian Lloyd-Webber, and a big symphony orchestra and a choir of about 250 and counting on June the 4th. And if people want to buy tickets, it's www.parkinsons.org.uk/Symfunny.
Excellent. A lot of these people are friends of yours. So, for instance, amongst your oeuvre is the music from Armstrong and Miller. And I was trying to remember, we were all trying to remember how that goes.
Better to do you the Kumars.
OK, you did Kumars.
Juliette's the singer.
Which is really simple because it's only 25 seconds long.
And sometimes that's harder than writing something that's 3 minutes long or an hour long.
They tell you we've got this sitcom. You got to write the music. How do you even start?
Well, it started with a demo from Sanjeev.
Oh, did it? OK.
Sanjeev said, I'd like something a bit like this. And we kind of started with that and took it on from there. But writing that, it's just as hard. We've got a piece at the festival hall that we've written with Michael Rose and the Guide to the Orchestra, which is next Saturday, and that's an hour long. But in some ways, writing the Kumars was harder. It's just getting the right brief for all the people that are involved.
And how does the Parkinson's affect your work? Because you say you conduct, presumably your hands are a very important part of your work, aren't they?
At the moment, I'm able to cope quite happily with it. If my symptoms now were all that was going to happen to me, I could live with it. The trouble is that won't be the case. The symptoms progress. So I have problems. It's like having an oven glove on your hand, and a tremor as well. So I look nervous when I'm conducting, which is something I never am actually. But so
even if you don't feel nervous, it looks
like on one side of my body that I'm kind of schizophrenically nervous. So my left side is nervous and my right side is fine.
Yeah. What's the future, Juliette? I mean, you want to raise money. This is what you want: raise money and profile. Is that what's important to both of you?
Yeah. We want to raise money. We want to raise money for research. We would love for there to be a cure in James's lifetime. That would be fantastic. But also, we realise that there are a lot of people with young onset Parkinson's that people don't know have it because they keep it quiet. They keep it a secret. There is a bit of a stigma. People don't understand necessarily what the disease is. So it would be great if we can raise some awareness about the disease as well.
And there are so many things going on in research at the moment that if we put a rocket under it, we really do think that there are a lot of promising avenues that really could lead to a cure. It's not beyond the bounds of possibility.
They say of all the neurological degenerative conditions that this is the one that they really think is curable. Wow. Just needs somebody to make the breakthrough.
All right, and hopefully your concert. Your Symfunny evening will help push things in that direction.
We hope so. June the 4th.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Good luck too. The special concert to raise money for Parkinson's disease, Symfunny, will be held at the Royal Albert Hall Wednesday, the 4th of June.
Now, the hosts of Channel 4's The Last Leg, Adam Hills, Josh Widdicombe and Alex Brooker will be here in a moment.
They will indeed. First, though, a last quick look at what is happening where you are. See you in a couple of minutes.